So, uh, just check in right back where we started all this journey in December. I'm at my youngest school, running exceptionally late. I would say that ain't my fault, but that'll be a lie. It is. But with good reason. My profession currently is a Lyft driver, and I had to lift a lot, And it was a bunch of bonuses late last night, so I stayed out. I think I probably got in at it was almost 4:30, 5 o'clock, something like that this morning, and it's 9:30 now, so it's literally 4 or 5 hours later. I'm back up, but the bus came, I think at like 17, so it'll be like an hour, maybe 2 hours or 3 hours after I got up. Yeah, that wasn't happening. I planned on it. I had the alarm set, but yeah, I missed all of that. My body said no, sir. So we're just getting them to school. Week 2. Yeah, it's just, well, technically it's the start of week 3, end of week 2. So my week 2 recap review. Yeah, week 2 review. So we know that at the start of the last video, I was talking about how I had been slack, and I promised to cycle to get on the echelon that night. Yeah, that didn't happen. Whole liar. But I ain't got it up here. I got my gym bag in the back. So week 2 was a wash. I didn't go to the gym at all. I can go straight. I didn't, right? Yeah, I can go straight. I didn't go to the gym at all. I didn't bike. I didn't walk. Nothing. It's a wash. Last week was a waste. Only in regards of working out. We had a little quote unquote snowstorm, and that threw things off a little bit. But of course, I realized that week 1 and 2, I was kind of in a little bit of a funk. I know, or I feel like some of it was me not having iron. I'm not guessing it anymore. Last year, my doctor did tell me that I have low iron. And so, especially in the wintertime, like spring and summer when it's warm, I do all the walking. You ain't got to worry about it then. I'll figure out a way to get outside in the sun. I can't stand this. You see the sun, it's beaming. But yeah, no, it is. My car says 32 degrees. It's snow degrees outside. So, I just don't get out as much. Well, I'm not active as much. I mean, I'm getting indirect sunlight again because currently I'm a Lyft driver, but direct, boom, being out in it and soaking up the sun, that's not happening. So, low iron, probably taking the vitamin D supplement, I believe. I still don't. Well, I take a multivitamin, but the multivitamin don't have iron in it. So, I felt the difference in the last 5 days, a week or something like that I've been taking the iron. So we shook out of that. No, it ain't been a week. Yeah, a week would have been halfway through the week. I got it sometime last week, and I can feel the difference. Like, again, under normal circumstances, especially with it being as cold as it is and me only getting a few hours of sleep. Yeah, because I've been up an hour, so I probably slept about maybe 3.5, something like that. But before having woke up this late, and when I didn't have my iron supplements, man, please, I'm going back to bed as soon as I drop him off. We'll be going back to the house, but I ain't throwing all these clothes I got on, khakis and all that, because I got some business I need to go handle. Stuff that I should have handled, but again, just being in the funk, kind of being in a foggy place or whatever, I wasn't on top of my stuff. So, again, even this morning when I, woke my youngest up, it was like, cool, I'm finna throw on these sweatpants and a jacket, whatever, to run him in. I'm coming back and going to sleep. That was my mindset, but it's like, no. My body, mind, whatever was like, let's handle our business. You'll be all right. I know that this afternoon, I don't plan on doing a bunch as far as lift and stuff. So if I need, not won't, but if I get back home and I need a nap, then I'll take another one before I go out tonight, because I know that the bone, I think it's bones at like 3 o'clock. So maybe depending on what I got going on, I'll get that one, because I know, again, I'm going to the gym. I don't know how long all the business stuff I'm going to do is going to take. So I figure all this out along the way. But yep, running to handle business, like I said, last week was a wash. Didn't do anything but make money. That's like really been, the Lyft part has been the only thing I've been like locked in and focused with. So just weighed myself. And I've been, have I been eating bad? I definitely haven't been eating good. I wouldn't say I've been eating good at all, but I ain't been eating horrible, if that makes sense. Like, I'll have a bag of chips. Like, I'll have a snack or two a day. But I'm drinking a bunch of water because I'm in the car. So I fill these up at Quick Trip with ice, let it melt. I drink water here when I'm home. I don't even have nothing else to drink when I'm at home, now that I think about it. So I'm typically drinking water at home. So, I'm staying hydrated. It's just not active. But again, with me not being active, I've kind of found that balance of, okay, I do this, then I'll stay. I say my maintenance weight, like, as long as I'm not doing horrible and being ridiculous, this is between like 210 and 215, somewhere around there. Of course, the goal is I think I was like 212 just now when I weighed myself. So again, not horrible. Right between that, I know I ain't doing nothing weight, but I ain't doing horrible. But the goal is to get under 200. I think I got to go back and check my video. I think I said by February or March at the latest. So we're still on pace and on track for that. Again, headed to the gym. We had a green light and somebody sleep. Like the light, it ain't even green now, it's yellow. And I had been sitting at it like at least the last 10 seconds. A freaking truck, probably a working person. You go home if you too sleepy to drive, you gonna hurt somebody. But, yep, week was a wash. But like I said, all in all though, like I don't feel, like I said, mentally I'm not as foggy or in the funk. I'm in a better space. Like I feel it. I feel much better. So again, headed to handle business, go to the gym. I finally got a haircut, shape up. Like if I had the before, my sister even chimed in. She was like, yeah, no, you need to do something about that, which I really did. I'm gonna buy me some trimmers because when I go without a haircut for a while, my mustache grows on the sides and starts to turn in my mouth. That's disgusting. I hate that. That is so nasty. And I don't like it on my neck either. We're working on jobs, doing applications. I've been pretty consistent with the applications. My biggest focus has been the money things. So again, lifting. I get out and I lift. The weather's fine. Again, haven't been tired, been super exhausted in the afternoon or evening since I got my iron in my system going. So I gotta go make some money. And I've been being smart with it, handling needs first, putting up money in the savings, making sure bills situated, which is some of the business I'm going to handle today, making sure things are situated. So that's been my biggest focus, staying consistent, networking, I got a couple people in my network, family friends, stuff like that I've communicated with that work at financial institutions and, even doing Lyft. Again, second biggest banking hub on the Western Hemisphere. Just found that out last week, actually. Somebody told me. I just knew it was the second biggest in the country. But that makes sense. Like, we're the most developed country on this side of the hemisphere. As far as I know, don't get me wrong. And so with that, if I believe New York is number one, then when you think of South America, Canada, on this side of the earth, who else gonna have us? Nobody. So Charlotte's the second biggest financial hub, banking hub or whatever on this side of the hemisphere. With that, me being in a Lyft driver, Uber Lyft, because I could do Uber too, but typically I do more Lyft. Regardless, I encounter a lot of people that, and I know how to drum up conversations, and I have a personality, so, hey, I don't know your trip, whatever. Oh, okay, let's get to the work conversation. Oh, yeah? Work today? No, I didn't. Oh, okay. Oh, you did. Oh, they did. Just getting off from work? Yeah. What do you do? I work for Wells, Bank of America, Ally, Truist, Regions, who else is down there? U.S. Bank, whichever one they work for. Oh, do you? What department? Either way. And, since I opened the conversation, most people respond with, what do? Do you just do Lyft or Uber? No. Well, I was working, in the financial services industry, but I was laid off last month. So, I'm just doing this for now. It helps pay the bills, and, we're trying to get our foot back in the door. And not everybody, but some people, oh man, that sucks. What were you doing? I was working in compliance. been, you know, in the industry for 4 years and just working on getting my foot back in the door to get in that fraud space. And people, again, depending on what's going on, I don't know what's going on in their day, but a lot of times if they can help, people will extend. So I was like, you know, shoot me a resume. Here, take my phone number. Like, okay, let's connect on LinkedIn. I'm big on LinkedIn. So, boop, connect on LinkedIn, shoot them a text, email them my resume, and have I landed a job yet? No. But little things like that help me stay positive while I'm still a Lyft driver primarily, you know, and not lose hope and focus and stuff like that. So, been doing the applications and everything like that. So that part has been fine. I work on these stuck words. What else has been going on this last week? Oh yeah, all the kids getting older. Little sister birthday was last week. Niece birthday was little sister birthday was Monday. Niece birthday was yesterday. And the oldest brother, the oldest younger brother, because I got brothers all over the place, that resides with me, will be 16 tomorrow. So he didn't want much, or I can say he didn't want much. I don't know, it depends. We'll see. More than likely with him, I just give him money. He likes money. He wants to go on an ice skating date, which I'm like, that is great. We checked back and he was like, it'd be $15. I'm cool, I'll pay for you and your girlfriend. $30. So maybe give him like 100 or something like that, 150 for his birthday. We'll see, depending on how my week plays out financially and all that. But yeah, man, all the kids getting older. Again, we had a touch. I wouldn't even say snow. We mainly had black ice. There wasn't no snow out here. I saw it and I was in it. I had to drive home because I put some furniture together. Like, that is really something that I like doing. I don't know why. It's like a peaceful thing. And as I work on the bookkeeping business, I realized, like, again, side hustles, as many forms of income as you can make. That is something that I need to do. And so I'm not a person that just walks around ordering stuff. And again, I'm still figuring this out at this point. Is recaps and, you know, keeping up with how the week and year and stuff like that is going. But I don't know what all I want to remember and include in this journey that I'm, you know, keeping up with. So I think I'll definitely do that at some point. Though, this is the same truck that fell asleep. The same truck. He fell asleep at another green light. The fact that I just ran back into him is crazy. He need to go home. It is the same gray Ford truck. This is unbelievable. That blew my mind. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna let me get first $1. And I'm not doing this because what you call that. There you go, bro. Be safe out here, man. Yes, sir. I didn't do that for the video. I just want to say that. Like, I had a single. Now I'm unemployed, so I ain't got, you know, a bunch of money to be giving out, especially no fives. That'd be like for my gas and stuff. I gotta grab something for the kids, stuff like that. But it's cold out here too, man. That's catching me off guard. I'm staring because, like, he's a skinny guy. No, he don't got what do you call it when they okay, no, he don't got, I think it's elephantitis, or like you have a super swollen body part. He don't got that. He's smart. It looked like he got either like towels or extra pants, something in his pants. Like I say, he's a smaller guy, but his legs was like really not like, oh, he don't skip leg day or he go to the gym. It was like, nah, that looked medical. And it was like, I could tell now. No, he got stuff in his sweatpants to, I guess, help insulate and keep his legs on. Smart. Yes, gonna document putting furniture together. I definitely want to include that in a journey. I guess on Sunday, like, I don't have to be in the car all the time, but I do whenever I am at the school, leaving school, which happens to be Wednesdays. Because normally on the days where it's scheduled and I can make it, I eat lunch with Taza Boy, which is where this whole YouTube documentation journey started, on the day I got laid off. And the New Year I didn't do it at the school. New Year I did it in the driveway. Last week I did it at the school because I ate lunch with him. So I did it at the school last week, and then today we was running late. So I don't know. At some point, move forward. Hope that I be late, and no, I'll still claim that when I become employed, I still will. I'm not even gonna say would like to. I still will, not all the time, but sometimes, be able to make lunch with them, cause I enjoy that. I won't lie. And it's really, I ain't gotta say this, like, it's really cool to see. Those small moments are important, man. His face light up when he see me. So, like last week when I came for lunch, and the lady let me in a little later. They had already got in. I usually meet him as he walking in. So they were walking in, or they were already in. He was in the lunch line, so I tried to catch him before he grabbed food because I had Chick-fil-A. And so I'm like, up and go to. He had just grabbed the tray and he can't give it back. They can't do that. I don't think. At least I don't work in the cafeteria, but I would imagine. And I go, oh well, we'll just take it back. Safety precautions and stuff. So he already had it, and it was like he grabbed it, walking around. I don't know. It wasn't a like dessert station. It looked like they were serving the same thing in like two different sections of two lines, and he was looking and like, don't want to go over there too. And as he looked there, then he looked like a face lit up or whatever, and little stuff like that really matters to me. I ain't had no dark days. Like I said, I just had been in a funk, and like that little right there, boom, that spark right there was the highlight and the brightest part of that day last Wednesday when he looked and saw me like, oh man, Pop, you ain't tell me you was cut. You gotta tell me when you cut. No, I don't. Element of surprise. You stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. And like my mama, you never know when I'm gonna pop up on you. So Drama used to say that, and it stuck because I ain't started. I wasn't a school skipper, but I skipped a little bit. Like I think my junior and senior year. I ain't really need to skip at all though, because my grades was trash. I needed to be after school, before school, and during school. But again, it wasn't like a regular thing. It's like, all right, typically I had something to do. Or honestly, I don't want this cafeteria food. I went to Berry, the best school in Charlotte in 07, the best class ever, 007, we was agents. I'm not eating cafeteria food, or I miss breakfast, and whatever class I'm in, or supposed to be in, they gonna have to miss me right now, because it's like what you got, McDonald's, KFC, and Bojangles are all right there on Freedom. So, like, man, I'm not finna wait for this trash cafeteria food. Okay, well, I'm gonna run the light. Please don't let no police, but don't break the law, kids, if you see this. The light was yellow. But yeah, so I would skip like for stuff like that, really to go eat or whatever, but like never really just to go hang out at people's house. The people that I, really hung with and associated with was primarily athletes and my like girlfriend at the time or whatever. And the athletes I hung with, Lee and Wig, like they ain't skip, it wasn't just skipping and whatnot. We go back home. Most of the time, I'm not sure about Wig Mama if she was working or not. But like something on fire. There's always something going on. Like it's a lot of smoke over this way. I'm not a distracted person. Look like it's a fire. It's a whole bunch of smoke. Okay, no, they just need to fix something with their car. Back to it. So we didn't, just skip. They didn't skip. My ex, she was going to school, so skip and go well. Cause I ain't going home, and I know freshman, sophomore year. Well, yeah, mainly freshman year. Freshman year was Boulevard home. Sophomore year, started sophomore year, we moved way out to the north side. So wasn't going all the way back over there. That wasn't happening. Then was there for my sophomore year. We moved to Nance, my junior and senior year. So my grandma, my junior and senior year, we stayed on the street with my grandma. So I wasn't catching the bus way back to the north side. Plus, especially like that's my sophomore year, like I said, freshman year, let me see. Freshman year, I don't know what Drama was doing, but it just wasn't worth the risk. And I got cousins, Red and Duck, my son, all them stayed in the same neighborhood. So skipping what? And my mama was a killer. She shot at me my freshman year. If she was here, she'd deny it, but she definitely shot at me because I said shut up. I said shut up while she was in the kitchen, but I didn't tell her to shut up. I told my brother and my cousin, DQ and Cheese, to shut up, and she was in the kitchen, and I just got on her nerves. And I do little stuff, just like, okay, this ain't enough to get in trouble. Like, my little favorite saying was, she'll be getting on somebody else and they'll be in trouble, and I walk off and be like, oh, that couldn't be me. And they're like, okay. And she got sick of that and let it build up to me saying shut up, even if I was saying shut up to her, which again, I wasn't. Even if I was saying shut up to her, that don't warrant shooting at your child. I'm your child, man. What are we doing here? Life was life. And me saying shut up with her in the kitchen was too much. And it was a straw that broke the camel back. So people love to say I'm the favorite. Nobody else got shot at. You might have got threatened or got in a fight with her. She came out shooting in a 1825B Burnett Avenue, right there at the top of the hill in Boulevard Homes by the gate of Little Rock. I grew up in the hood. Police could have been right there. This lady was crazy. You can go to jail, man. Why are you? So you know she was shooting at me. It wasn't in the air. This lady busted Medea on me, literally. But, so we moved, like I said, so I wouldn't have skipped there. Then we moved to the north side. And it just didn't make sense. Like, especially then, I look forward to going, I probably look forward to going to school the most my sophomore year, because we moved the week of my birthday. So she had me a little like moving away party, because I had been there from like 4 or 5 to 16. And it was like, she knew I didn't want to leave. I love Boulevard Homes. My homeboys here, I got family over here. My grades trash because I go to the rec center almost every day to play basketball, frying these dudes. So we move, and I'll say this: if we had moved to somewhere, because my favorite thing in the world was basketball when I was younger. If we moved to somewhere with a good basketball scene and like a gym or a rec center that was walking distance, that would have been a world of a difference for me, because I've always been able to meet people through basketball. You know, like, it was kind of nice and extra underrated, but we ain't gonna talk about that. But what we got, it was like a park. Again, it's I hate being cold, so I'm not going to play outside. Ball is life, but no, warm is better. So I wasn't going outside. Then on top of that, there were no kids out there either, because this neighborhood, even in the spring and summer, when the summer came back around, it wasn't a good like basketball scene over there. Was one tall dude that was like 6'3", from New York or whatever. He could dunk and he could play a little bit of defense, but it's just me and him. And you know, like, I'm cool with one-on-one, but I'm used to Boulevard Homes or Little Rock at Southview. Nah, it's gonna be at minimum you're gonna have 6 or 7. If we got an odd number, we're running 21. You know what I'm saying? Or we're running 4-on-4, the short way, full court. Like, nah, I'm used to like the experience, like things that I enjoy. I don't realize I consider myself an introvert for the most part, but basketball and my hobbies, bro, like made me more extroverted, if that makes sense. So I'm an ambivert, because I can be both depending on what's going on. But like, yeah, there was no basketball scene, so we moved there. So I'm not skipping and dancing and going home, because I got cut my sophomore year. Coach Rose, you trash for that, because I was dumb nice. And the man invited me back. So the girls made the list, the team, whatever the girls was, Jaleesa and Quita. They printed the list off my sophomore year. Now I'm thrashing sophomore year, like the only freshman. No, I said sophomore. Yeah, I'm the only sophomore over here, and I didn't play JV. I got cut my freshman year. Sophomore year, I really started focusing and watching college, and I was a point guard, so cerebral and learning how guards like run the offense, which is a good fit. So I'm learning to dish, facilitate. I always been locked in on defense or whatever, playing football and stuff like that. So I got way better, like, milestones. The biggest weakness, now I couldn't dribble with my left, and I had an ugly shot, so I ain't like to shoot, but I had a floater. I could get to the mid-range. I'm going to drop dimes. I was aggressive, so I was a threat. Like, almost like, I would say, almost like a Rondo, young Rondo. You ain't worry about him shooting. He going to play defense. Even though he can't shoot, he can get there and either score or get the ball to the right person. I would say I had a Rondo-ish game, and that fit for what we had going on or whatever. Like, the focus was the bigs, getting the ball to the bigs, to like KT on the wing, stuff like that or whatever, and working it that way. And we had Justin Arnett. Justin was dumb nice. That man was nice. Arnett might have been like 5'6", and he was catching that thing off the wall. Solid build. You could tell he like lifted weights and stuff like that. So even though undersized, you wasn't finna bully him. So like, I wasn't looking at starting at all or whatever. I was really just trying to make JV, but playing over here with them or whatever, or practicing with them. Like I say, when coach was split, all right, you're a JV talent, go over there. Only freshman on that side is me. I mean, sophomore, I keep saying freshman. Sophomore on that side is me, and I didn't even play the year before. So the sophomores and the juniors that's on JV or was on JV before, freshmen and sophomores that was on JV, they're all on that side or whatever. Yeah, no, he had juniors on there too. Freshmen, sophomores, and juniors. Not freshmen, because the freshmen. The sophomores and juniors from JV the year before when I got cut, they're all on the JV side still. I'm a newcomer over here with the varsity, so I'm like, all right, asking the varsity players, hey man, what do y'all think my chances are making JV? And they like, Crib, what you talking about JV, bro? You over here with us. Like, don't even look at that. You on the team for sure. You're a sophomore. The way it's looking, if he got you practicing with us, you're probably not gonna make it. You're not gonna make it over here because like they had hella guards. You're not gonna make it over here, but you should be starting on JV. So that's what I ran with. I didn't get big headed or nothing like that. But long story short, I think he was on like the second day of cuts. So he made the first cut, boom, made it through that, of course. Second cut comes and go to look at the list. I ain't on there. Man, I got cut. I can't believe this. All right. So the next day after the cuts, when my name that day after the cuts, when my name not on the list, I'm on the elevator by Barry or whatever, and Coach Rose walk up and talk to me, and why is this man talking to me? You just cut me yesterday. And so I'm thinking he like messing with me because he like, yo, you doing really good, whatever. What'd he say to me? He was like, yeah, so you got your stuff right? You ready for this afternoon? I'm like, I know you lying. You blaming my, bro, you cut me. I was like, no, coach, you cut me. What? No, that was a mistake. The girls printed the list. You should have been on there. So you got your stuff? Yes, sir. I'm a baller. Baller's life. Anybody that was born, or not born, like in high school, middle school, through that, maybe the late 90s too. I'm not sure. I was born in the late 80s, so I was a little kid, in the 90s or whatever, up until like 99. Cash Money was taking over for the 99 and 2000. That was my time. Up until the late 2000s or whatever. If you was a baller, you walk around extra sweaty and hot down there because you got your shorts on under your pants at any given time this kick off. Shoes don't matter. You got on your your Forces. Forces ain't no balling shoes unless you Rasheed Wallace. I don't know how he pulled that off. But you got on the black Forces and some shorts on under your Jabos or Vizus or whatever jeans you got on, your 501s or Dickies. You got on your fit. And you got on some non-basketball shoes, but you still got shorts on under there. Because let somebody get to talk around or a game kick off, I don't care what shoes I'm in. So I was never a shoe guy anyway, but I thrashed them even more because if you get to popping, I get it in pants. Don't let me have on some shorts. We could run this. Ball was really lame. So I'm like, yeah, now I got all my stuff. So, went out there doing great. Still got cut. I know who I got cut for. The last spot on JV was Dukes. Cause we went and I'm like, well, maybe, coach seen them ball. Then I realized, no, we got PE together. So it ain't like he be killing in gym class or whatever. They had the assistant JV coach or assistant girls coach. Coach Hollis had an AAU team and Dukes had played on it. And I guess he had, told coach about him, like, he a good big, Dukes like 6'2". It was like 200-something pounds football player. So that's a lot of body to box out and get rebounds. And I guess that superseded, another guard, which, whatever. So, whatever, got cut. But all that, I remember where I was at. I be forgetting stuff. So, I wasn't skipping sophomore year because I wanted to be near school, whether I was playing basketball for the school or if, which I did, because like I said, I got cut. Cool, that's fine. Betty Ray, Tunk, Southview, the LJ. I'm going to be playing basketball somewhere. I'm not going over to this house just to be bored playing the game the whole time after school. So I would like I say, stay after school. And then junior year, same, we moved over by my grandma, and that was the middle of nowhere. I think it's like a 45-minute or an hour walk to get to the bus. So I ain't trying to walk no 45 minutes or an hour all the time. Forget that. I'm staying at school. So I wasn't a school skipper because I ain't had nothing to do. I ain't want no beef with my mom. So like I said, if I skip, it's because I know I went to North Lake like 2 or 3 times. I don't know what I was going there for, but I went to North Lake, went to grab lunch and stuff like that. So, but I needed to be in school and focus. Again, I remember where all that started or where I was going. But yeah. And so last week, when I was recording the video and talking about the dang on battery light coming on, alternator, almost $700. That I didn't need that. But again, we take care of our credit. We got it situated. Car's working, as you can see. So it was on. It didn't go down. It didn't go down technically at all. It was about to. So I pulled up the AutoZone, got the battery tested. He was like, the battery low. I'm like, is it the battery? Because if you know cars, then you know, like when your alternator going out, you can give it some gas and everything will be running fine. So like the battery light kept going off when I gave it gas, but when I got to a red light, stop sign, whatever, in traffic had to stop, battery light on. So it's like, that looked real alternator-ish. And so did that. get to AutoZone, like I said, get Buddy to check it, tell him what's going on. He checked the battery's low, tell him what's going on. He like, that sound like the alternator. Wait, let me check your charging system. Charging system failed. It is the alternator. When the Pep Boys next door, he pointed it out to me. They told me it was gonna be about 7. I'm like, all right, can you do it now? Because I think it might have been like, I don't remember, maybe 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm like, the day ain't over. And Buddy was like, absolutely not. We could do it tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. And I'm like, all right, sign me up. So when I'm leaving, after the guy from AutoZone checked it, I'm like, how long you think I got till it goes out? He was like, well, yeah, 50% now, and it's gonna keep dropping. Do you live close? I'm like, man, about 20 minutes. He was like, you'll make it home. It's sketchy coming back. So go home. I'm one track minded. When I get up in the morning, I'm going straight to Pep Boys. Wake up in the morning. And so again, when I'm accelerating, the battery light will go off. So I'm driving. I get to accelerating or whatever, and it's doing on, off, on, off, on, off. I get like, I'm going to say, again, it's about 20 minutes away. 20 minutes away, I say. 15, 20 minutes, something like that. We're going to say halfway. Somewhere between 7.5 and 10 minutes into this trip. As I'm accelerating, the battery light ain't going off no more. Now it's just staying on. I'm like, Then I start hearing some sound on it. I'm like, please let that be something that ain't working properly because of the alternator, and don't let it be another part, because I already got to pay $700 for the alternator. So, like I say, it's the battery light is staying on. I'm hearing sounds, and now it's like something is not pulling as well as it should, because I got to give it acceleration for it to like, it's a lurch. So I'm like, oh God. And I'm like 3 stoplights away. So I'm like, at this point though, and I got to go down the hill, if it cut off right here, I don't got to get it towed. I can push it. Hopefully 1 or 2 good Samaritans and some good karma come back and somebody could help me. But like, you could see the store. So I'm like, all right, just give me as far as you can. Give me as far as you can. I get in the parking lot, and like I say, it's like, I'm like, oh, this finna go out. But I'm right there, like at the bay or whatever. So I run inside. I don't even turn the car off. Run inside, tell the dude, hey, look, you got me? He like, yeah, I got you, da-da-da, whatever. You good, come on. And I'm like, cool, because it's finna like die now. Like it's, and so get out there and again, just lurch on it. Got to give you gas to get it on the bed with him. He was like, yeah, you better made it. I said that. So sat there for a couple hours, studied something for the business, and then went ahead and they fixed it, got out of there, and that night was when the quote-unquote snow came. So went, arranged some furniture. Like I said, will document me putting somebody's furniture together. I don't know if it'll be mine, but that, I think I'm going to start doing that. What's today? Today is Wednesday. By Friday, I'll look into getting that started. I'm headed downtown today, so I think it's the county commission office and see what the process is and how much it is to get like a business name license, whatever I need to do. But yes, this furniture assembly thing, that'll be like my passion project on the side, outside of the bookkeeping, to make money. So if I got, that'll be 2 streams of income. If I got a job, that's 3. Lyft, 4. Hey, hold up, we're working our way to 7 now. But yeah, really excited, man. It's a good year. So week 2 wasn't great, but it wasn't as bad as it could have been. And I'm looking forward to week 3. Again, I'm going to the gym today for sure. Today is Wednesday. I'm headed to the gym after I do all my ripping and running. I don't know what lift look like tomorrow. Either way, before I leave the house tomorrow, because that'll be the thing. I'm gonna do my bike session in the evening, which I can, and I will. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna say I'm doing it in the morning. I'm gonna do it in the evening, and that's something. Like I like to. At one point in time on Facebook, I had my name as Mr. Reliable or whatever, and what I realized this past week, after 2 weeks, and not just 2 weeks, but just looking back over life, I've been a person that kind of coasts through life and grab a bunch of low-hanging fruit and don't really challenge myself or make myself stick to the things that I say I'm going to do that would have changed the trajectory of life and where I am now. So, life, I'm not happy with where I am physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, none of those. I'm not happy, Again, I just got somebody $1 on the corner. I could be where that person is. So I keep things in perspective. Life could be much worse, But I'm not where I am, not because of circumstances. I've had a few unfortunate things that were out of my control happen, but those things didn't contribute as much as me not contributing and being consistent and being the person that I claim to be, or the things that I've said I wanted to do. I should have my PMP already. I should have my ACFCS already. I should have had better grades in at least high school and college. Things like that. Nobody stopped me from achieving those things. I didn't prioritize them and stick to them. So the moniker Mr. Reliable, until I stick to the things I say that I'm going to do and start seeing things all the way through that I, say that I'm going to do, like going to the gym twice a week. Just great examples of right things that I'm going to be doing this week. That's a cute little baby. Barely can walk. Watch how you say that. I am fond of little kids because I grew up around a lot of little kids, and babies are just happy people and make me happy. So that little baby hardly walking now. I feel like she should have another coat on. She got a long sleeve shirt, but she should have on a coat. But that's somebody else's baby, so mind my business. But yeah, just and the baby look back like she know what I was talking about. I'm talking about your mama, yeah. If that's your mama, babysitter, whoever she is, she need to have your coat on. 32 degrees out here. But yeah, just not sticking to the things that I said. So this week is very important for me because that set on me when I realized that, like, you can't call yourself Mr. Reliable. I'm more reliable to other people than I am to myself. So if I lie to myself and I can't trust me or hold myself accountable, even if I am reliable to other people, I'm not using that moniker no more, even joking with that name no more, until I show that I'm reliable to Emmanuel first, to, me. So yeah, that's, like I said, that's set with me. That's why a bunch of the things that were on my to-do list since, I guess, at least Sunday going into Monday that I haven't done, 2 days in. No. Let's wake up. You're Mr. Reliable. If you're going to be Mr. Reliable, you got to be Mr. Reliable to yourself before anybody else. So we're going to the gym. We're going to do this bike. We're studying all the things that I'm supposed to be, that I claimed I was going to do. The last video, the New Year's video, the video, the first video, the day of the layoff or whatever. No, we own it. So getting going, and that little different fire, because it made me not disgusted, but not happy with myself. And I mean, I have, not happy moments with myself, but I don't know, just something about that, like I say, I'd always point out that, okay, you slack, but I don't know why. Something about that. And I guess it's because, like, my best friend's birthday coming up. And so, like, I done did little stuff like, hey, they're going out of town. Can you drop us off at the airport? And I had a history of being late places. I'm much better about that now. But I would be late a lot of times. And I know that ain't something that's hereditary, but my mama would be late to her own funeral if she had one. So that lady was always late and made it okay. And it's like, not that I had the same mindset that it's okay. Or I guess I kind of did, depending on how late, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, no, it don't matter if you're a minute late, 30 seconds late, that's your brand. You know what I'm saying? And you become the person, oh, they're going to be here about 30 seconds after, a minute after, 5, 10. No, I'm going to be there at least 2 or 3 minutes before we supposed to meet. So, you know, whenever she would ask me to pick them up, her and her family, to drop them off at the airport so they ain't had to park or catch a lift or whatever like that. She was, all right, we got to be there at this time. And wherever it was, or what to be helping with moving or whatever. I thought you was, yeah, what's my name? Mr. Reliable. And so she messaged me, because this was yesterday when I realized the Mr. Reliable thing. She messaged me yesterday because I'm celebrating her birthday this weekend, and invited me. And I was like, okay, you know, I'll be there. And then, not asking for nothing, but just communicating or whatever back and forth. It got me thinking about the Mr. Reliable thing or whatever. And it was like, yeah, no, you can't call yourself that no more. You know, yeah, you're reliable to her, you're reliable to other people, but if you ain't reliable to yourself, you can't use that moniker. So I'm not Mr. Reliable until I show myself that I'm trustworthy and reliable to myself. So I thought this was gonna be a really short video. I'll be doing a lot of rambling, but again, it'll make for good entertainment at the end of the year. And now I didn't get to watch last week's video before today because, again, I got started super late with even getting up and getting going. But I'll watch it. Matter of fact, I'll watch it while I'm doing, or listen to it, because I don't got to look at this myself. I'll listen back to this while I'm doing my cardio, because as long as my legs ain't killing me, then I will do the bike, even though I'm going to the gym now. Because I think I'm going to do upper body. So if I do upper body, then I can do a session on the bike and probably like watch The Mentalist, or I forgot the guy's name that does the bookkeeping videos. But I could watch a video or listen to something while I'm no, I can't. I'm talking about watching. You can't do that many things at once. I can do this while I'm doing cardio, I meant to say. So whatever. But that is our week 2 wrap up, and I'll see you in week 3. And week 3 we should have, hopefully, we got a job update. That would be nice. But we'll have gone to the gym twice, because we're going today. So that's 1. Boop, I only gotta go 1 more day. What was it, 3 or 4? I think 4 days biking and 2 or 3 days walking. That walking thing is a big asterisk beside that. I don't do cold, but we'll see, maybe. So I check in with you next week, man.